One game of playoff hoops on a Tuesday night. The Spurs win in exciting fashion and take a 3-2 lead. We'll get into it all. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is Levi Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I'm going to read you the score of the series so far. You ready? 104-102 Timberwolves, 133-95 Spurs, 115-108 Spurs, 114-109 Timberwolves, and 126-97 Spurs. Spurs have two giant wins. Do you think this was it? And this was the game that broke them?
Yeah. Like they just ran out of gas and like production. And I think that's it. I think this series, even if it goes another game, if it goes to 7, I don't think that the Timberwolves are winning this because I just think that it's too finicky on if the Timberwolves show up or not.
I think I agree. Next question. Who is the Spurs' second best player?
I was actually exactly about to ask you that question. That's hilarious.
Because this guy, I feel like Harper is coming for that spot, no?
Yes. Well,
I like that we
I still
both
think that
thought
it's
of that.
Castle. I still think it is Castle because I think defensively he brings something, but I think that it's safe to say it's like, oh, do you have to trade De'Aaron Fox? You have to whatever. You don't have to trade De'Aaron Fox, but I do think that Dylan Harper's usefulness has now surpassed De'Aaron Fox. I think that even like maybe Julian Champagne's usefulness has surpassed De'Aaron Fox. I just think that De'Aaron Fox has disappeared.
In
Like
2 years, who do you think is more valuable, Castle or Harper?
that's that's a very good question. Um, that's hard. That's a hard one.
That's what I was basically asking now, but you
Yeah, I understand. No,
strongly
I get it.
you avoided the question and basically said Castle's better now. Let's talk about Fox. But I'm pushing you to
Right.
answer the question of basically if you're a Spurs fan, who do you want more, Castle or Harper?
I think right now, if things stand as they are, I think that Harper will be more important for this team because of his high efficiency scoring. But I will say that Castle, if he's able to bring up the scoring percentages, his feel for the basket, like his IQ is, it's not that it's better than Dylan Harper. It just applies better to like overall what he can do for a team. But Dylan Harper also has this. I don't know. It's so they're both so good. They're both so good.
I'm gonna make this a way where you just have to answer in one word because
I get it.
you're
I get
one
it.
second. Okay, ready? This is a crazy scenario, but there's basically a three-way trade, okay? Where the
Okay.
where the Spurs end up with SGA and Jokic, okay? But you know what? No, that's a stupid way to say it. Let me say it differently.
You have to trade one of them. Just do it that way.
Fine, you have to trade one of them next year. Who are you trading?
I think it's Castle. And I hate that it's Castle because I'm a really, really big Stefan Castle guy. But I think that Dylan Harper, as a rookie, has just showed that he's going to be like he has the possibility of being a 30-point per game scorer easily. Like he's a very rich man's D'Angelo Russell.
Is Wemby, Castle, Harper the greatest 3 picks in a row ever?
I'll put it this way: they definitely rival the OKC picks with KD, Russ, and Harden for sure. I think even fit wise, it might be better. I have to think about it more, but it's pretty close.
Was
If not,
KD, Russ,
yes.
and Harden back to back to back?
Yeah.
The thing is Harden only became Harden much later.
But they went to the
Like they did
finals with
not
him.
pick Harden and they were like, "This is our MVP."
He
Like
was number 4. He was the 4th pick in the draft. They thought that he was a very good player, which he was, and they went to the finals with Harden. So I think that he was
their
pretty good.
sixth man.
Okay, but like Castle, listen, let's be realistic here. The assists that happen on this team, a lot of them are lobs to Wemby because he's just up there already, right? If not that, there's a lot of space. Like I think that these players look different on other teams. Obviously, like Wemby creates a lot of open space for guys. That being said, I think that Russ Harden and KD is a very underrated trio when they were together. So I think it definitely rivals it. Like I mean, like they're in this third year doing that. Maybe that's a year earlier than when the Thunder trio did it. I don't know, but it's really in contention, and it could end up being the best back-to-back picks of all time. They're exceptional. They're so good.
All right,
I'm still dumbfounded with Dylan Harper.
good guy.
It's crazy.
I don't have too much to say about this game.
Okay, so I have one more question. I try to think outside the box sometimes. There was an instance in this game of Keldon Johnson basically almost pulling down Naz Reid's shorts because he was just holding him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Naz Reid pushed Wemby in the back on one of the later game possessions, and he was ejected from the game after a flagrant because of that play.
Right.
What I've realized is, over the course of these playoffs, do you think that the average NBA fan knows what an actual foul is?
Not to the details, no. Like the average NBA fan probably knows like what a reach-in foul is.
Like meaning
But like
like
the
the
details of
Chris
block
Paul.
charge, like I'm not sure I even understand it. I feel like the rat like
No, but like the Chris Paul Russell Westbrook game 7, I think it was, against the Clippers Thunder, when Chris Paul hit Russ's elbow, and everyone was like, "That's not a foul. You can't call that a foul." And they did the replay, and you're like, "Oh, okay, he hit his elbow." Like just basic knowledge of like what a foul is. Do you think people are like, "Oh, that looked like it hurt. That's a foul. That's not a foul"? Because I feel like in the Thunder series, I just saw that a lot. Like Thunder versus Lakers, like people are like, "Look at Austin Reeves. He's on the floor," and it's like he threw himself on the floor. Like even with Shea, like sometimes he throws himself on the floor. Yeah, don't. It's not he's flopping. Yeah, but like people like just I think that they just don't know what fouls are.
I don't think it's that. I think when any team, when they see their guy on the ground, they'll call a foul. They'll say any fan of any team basically.
But I think there's like the
You think your take is that people think that flopping should be a foul or is a foul?
no. My take is more so that like a little bit of what you're saying with preferential treatment, right? Like Wemby, anything happens to Wemby, it was like, oh, it's a foul. But also, like, you have those clips of LeBron, like, anything happens to LeBron, oh, it's a foul. But when you have clips of LeBron, like, on the floor looking at the ref, making sure that he's, like, still checking, like,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, LeBron knows that's not a foul. Like, so, and that's, like, one of those situations where you're like, you can admit, like, as a fan, be like, oh, yeah, LeBron played that well. It wasn't a foul. He was clearly flopping. But people, like, don't. Like, do you think that people...
I think, and this, we've said this, I say this every day to you. You're too attached to the people online, man.
No, I think even on the call, they
Right.
make comments, like the announcers. No? You're not with it?
I just think you're too, like, if it's a foul, it's a foul. You don't, who cares what people say?
I get it, but I just feel like if they're gonna now look at everything with an asterisk at as far as like, oh, that was what like the refs are deciding the series, like that's stupid.
Just ignore the noise, baby. You guys just ignore the noise, man. A lot of
Where do you
times you're
think?
creating this noise, meaning like I didn't even know about this. You're like, everyone says this, like how annoying is this? And I'm just like, I didn't know people were saying that. Like I think you're too in the weeds. Like you gotta just step out and be like, oh, like we are 8-0 in the playoffs. Like this
We're
is a
chilling.
good thing. I don't have anything to complain about.
Okay, all
Jerry
right, fair.
Seinfeld talked about this a lot. He says that human beings have a real issue that they can't they can't they can't accept a good thing. They're always like, how can we tweak this? How can we make it better? And sometimes it's just like things are good. It's like we don't need to change something.
I get it. I hear it. I'm not disagreeing with you. It just bothers me. It eats away at me.
Sorry it bothers you. I can see that it does. I'm trying to play therapist here and help you. Predictions. You have Detroit or Cleveland tonight. Game 5. Big game 5. 2-2.
I think Detroit's coming back. I think they're gonna come back. I think that I still think that people don't talk about what Kate is doing enough.
You
He's
think it's
carrying his
going
team.
7?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 7.
It's one of those everyone wins at home series.
Yeah, I think that nobody feel like it's clear to see that neither team has felt urgency so far, and when that happens, I feel like the other team, like the home team, is able to take advantage. I think that the Pistons are gonna like. I feel like the Cavs have like been riding a little bit too much of like the highs of their waves and not
Mm-hmm.
like forcing anything. I think the Pistons have been doing a better job at that, but still, like I I think it's going to go 7. I think that right now these teams are very evenly matched. I had one more question. Oh, let's say that the Spurs win the next game and they beat them in 6 games. That is 3 seasons now where they're out in the playoffs, but you know that the team was like the not favored team going into the matchup. What do you think? Give me one move that you think the Wolves can make in the offseason that would help them just like get a little bit better.
Giannis.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay.
They really want him.
Yeah. Yes, that makes sense. A lot of teams should. A lot of teams do, but a lot of teams should also want Giannis.
Hmm.
Um,
I don't know, Jaylen Brown.
you like him on that team on the Wolves? I don't like him next to Ant. That's my problem.
Won't know until we try it. The other Timberwolves guys, maybe Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I feel like get a point guard. I feel like that's been like their issue. Like if you got like a Ryan Rollins from the Bucks, I think I'd be happy with that. Can
Throw him in the
defend, can also
Giannis
shoot.
trade.
Yeah.
I am sad about Brandon Clark. I don't have
I
much
wanted
to
to
say though.
Okay, I wanted to reflect a little bit because I told my cousin, and my cousin was like, I was like, it's like crazy because we're 3 years removed from like the Grizzlies like being like an exciting younger team in a sense, and he was like, that team was terrible, and I'm like, you're right. There's a difference though between how good a team is and how much excitement there is around them. Memphis was very, very. If you remember, we talked to Joe Mullinax last year at the end of the season.
Sure, I remember well.
Um, and in Memphis, they were still really excited about what the prospects of this young team could be.
Hmm.
And at that point, obviously, the team was not as young as it used to be, but Brandon Clark was still a member of it. Everyone talked about, like, everyone on the team talked about how much they love Brandon Clark. And it's very, very sad when stuff like this happens.
So
They still haven't
sad.
officially reported on what it is. I'm not going to speculate on it because I just think it's not helpful to anybody. But I just hope that everybody who knew him and loved him is able to be at peace with it. I don't know. There's not much else to say. It's upsetting.
All right. That's a sad way to end it, but it was a sad event. That was the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levy, for hosting, for producing. I want to wish thoughts and prayers to Clark family. I want to thank you, Max, for absolutely nothing. I want to thank you for listening.